Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Nearly Merry Christmas. Less than 2 weeks to go. How are we? The great big park run quiz on a Saturday morning / evening, wherever you are in the world. 39. So we'll get 40 in before Christmas. 40. Let's not think about that. Parkrun.me /quiz 39. We did have a Mary, but she seems to have gone. But we have got a Christina, and we've got a Willie and a Martin and a Stuart in Bexley, and Martin's in Western Australia. Yes, stop. That counts as showing off. That counts as showing off. That's better. We prefer that, Willie. Isn't it always soggy in Aberdeen? Hello, hello, hello. We do have a Mary back. We have a Mary back. Can you say hello to everyone? Hello. And a rainy St Helens. Again, Carol, I think that goes with the geography. It's pretty rainy in London. As you can see, I'm quite wet. Still sweating a little bit from my slightly longer than a park run this morning. Slightly longer than a not park run this morning. But feeling all the better for it. You were going to come with me and you decided to not to, didn't you? And I was sort of fine with that, because if you'd come with me, we'd have just done a mile and a bit. And as it happens, I did a bit more. Perry Hall. Good morning, Emma Shaw from Perry Hall. Good emoji thing on Facebook Live. Hello, Barry. Millennium Country. Is Millennium Country the one in East London? Moray says, look what Moray says. Hello, Mary. Oh, you missed it. You missed it. You got to be quick. You got to get up earlier. You got to come for a run. That's what you got to do. That'll sharpen you up. Right then, everyone. Parkrun.me /quiz 29. Look at that, Colin. Look at you noticing our new lampshade. Yes, we have got a new lampshade. The virus is gone. We antibodied the virus right up. We vaccinated it. And we bought that one. And it took us a while to put it up. I quite like it. And the bulb itself, you can't really see, but it's sort of designer. I hope it's designer, because it costs designer money. Good morning, Whitney Parkrun. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Jed. Thank you, Colin, for noticing. Arnie, was it you also who noticed the new colour of the walls? So in the last 39 weeks, this here front room of ours has both changed. That awful light, I've never liked that. I think that was IKEA, that old corona virus light shade. And it's changed colour from brown, which I also didn't like. Now it's a rather nice place to be. It's also got a new telly over there. Look, yeah, new telly. Right, let's go through the leaderboard, shall we? We're going to get on with it this week. I need my glasses. Canada, you two Canadians from Canada. 4 out of 15. 4 out of 15, which makes the German contingent of 2 with 5 out of 15 feel quite good about themselves. Then Russia and France and Denmark with 6, Australia 6.9, Finland 7, Ireland 7.2, South Africa 7.5. Well done, South Africa. New Zealand 7.7, UK 7.7, Italy 8, Eswatini 8.1. How am I feeling about 25 people pretending to be in or from Eswatini this morning? How am I feeling about it? I was okay about it last week, wasn't I? Not so much this week. Not so much. -4, 4.1, but still not last, Eswatini. Fibbers. Poland, 9. Norway, 10. Namibia, 12. The answer form is there. Parkrun.me /quiz 39. Should we go? Good morning. Good morning, and probably still, no, not still morning anywhere in Russia. Good afternoon and good evening to all of you 11 time zone Russians who've returned with 13 events starting today. No, definitely not. Yuck. Ugh. Well, number 1, I'm plant-based and I don't want butter. And number 2, that has got so much butter on it. Oh. Look at that. Yeah. There's like massive butter. Yeah. I'll use my running shirt because it's already dirty. It's pre-dirty. Your giraffe top, which is very nice, by the way, is clean. Are we ready, everyone? Are we ready? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not eating that. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I know, Rosemary. Where are my specs? That's what I would like to know. So this morning's questions. This time last year, I could see. I did not need glasses this time last year. And now I don't know what to do without them. And they're varifocals. I went to Specsavers Putney, and the guy to get my varifocals mended. And he goes, "You don't look old enough for varifocals." I liked him very much. I mean, he's also a liar. He's like, he'd pretend to be in Eswatini, but still, it's the right thing to say. Bloke in Specsavers. Thank you. Right. General knowledge. Are we ready? Parkrun.me/quiz 39. Sorry. Parkrun, question 1. Parkrun returned in Russia this weekend, which is good news for Russia. At Lichna. Which of these was one of the first 2 events that started there in March 2014? Oh, one of the first 2. So 2 presumably started at the same time. Which was one of them? Which of these was one of the first 2 inaugural Russian events in 2014 in March? Oh, and they're not in Cyrillic. That's nice. That's nice for me. Parkrun Gorky Park, Parkrun Rostov-on-Don, Parkrun Severnaya Tushino, and Parkrun Volgograd Panorama. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Panorama of the Volgograd. Good poetic titling there in Volgograd. But which of them was one of the inaugurals? No clues. No clue. Well, I mean, not no clues all morning, but no clues for that one. Question 2. We're all good with question 1. Question 2. How many times has a junior parkrunner finished with a time of 12:12? Would you have any idea what your PB is, Mary? Oh, so she's in mid-story. I would have no idea what your PB is. Or mine. How many times has a junior parkrunner finished with a time of 12:12? 691, 961, 6961, or 19691? How many times ever, like ever, has a parkrunner finished with a time of 12:12, junior parkrunner? Well, no, actually, and senior parkrunner, because senior is 0. How many times has a parkrunner, junior or senior, finished with a time of 12:12? Question 3. The normal intelligible outdoor range of a human voice is 180 meters. Well, I'm going to repeat that because it's not on the screen. The normal intelligible outdoor range of a human voice is 180 meters. Should we get Matthew up today? Go and get him up. Go and get him up. Wake him up in a hilarious manner. Matthew's hair is getting ridiculous. He's growing it until either he gets annoyed by it or his school tell him to cut it, whichever happens sooner. His mother has already got annoyed by it. So anyway, if you see a load of hair come into the room, that'll be Matthew. He's 14. The normal intelligible range of a human voice is 180 meters, and the rest of it's on the screen. If you wanted to pass a message from one person to another, all the way from the start to finish of a straight line, point-to-point parkrun course, how many people would you need? Supplementary question: are there any straight line, point-to-point 5K parkrun courses? Is there? No, I mean there can't be, because then the finish would be 5 kilometers away from the start, which would be quite cool. But that would more become a 10K event, wouldn't it? Because you'd have to get back. Anyway,
it'd be a bit impractical.
It would be impractical. But please do start one, anyone who decides to, and then I'll see what happens. See what happens when you submit your what happens for us? You submit your sort of, how would this course be, to Parkrun HQ? Talk us through that process. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's not really my area of the but I think you would be talked through the practicalities of such a thing. So starting at one point, finishing 5 kilometers further away in a straight line. It'd be great, wouldn't it? If you had a really big downhill, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it?
You could do a sort of
start at the top of the
curve. You could do an arc.
Start at the top of the hill, finish 5K. Actually, I did a not park run, because on not park run you can do whatever you want. And I live at the top of a hill.
No, me too.
So I started. Yeah, and just finished at the bottom of the hill. Brilliant.
I misunderstood, because on the Free Weekly Time podcast, we tried to find a not parkrun course that would relatively safely get me in under 20 minutes. And somebody suggested Richmond Park, which I know really well, but I didn't really think about it. So I went downhill, then uphill and downhill, Whereas actually what I could have done is gone downhill and then just flat. But anyway, I still did. And it really cost me a lot of effort. And then I forgot to blimmin' well register it. Anyway, that maths question. It's the weekly maths question. Have we got a Matthew? Did you wake him up? What happened? Tell everyone what happened. Tell everyone what happened when you woke up Matthew. So this is what happens when a 6-year-old wakes up a 14-year-old at frankly time he should be up anyway. What happened?
He said he was really tired, and I tried to get him awake, and then I said, "Fine, you can." Fine, you. And then he said, "Fine, I'll get up."
Oh, he's up! Well done, Mary. Mary wins the morning. Sorry, I'm sweating. Look at that. See, this is why people wear makeup on telly.
I like Bruce.
5K downhill, then a chairlift. Nice one, Bruce. Nice picture as well. Nice sunrise.
I'm not sweating because I saw you put water on your hair.
I put a shower on afterwards so I didn't stink. Question four. Since 2019, what's the average number of volunteers per event? 12, 16, 24, 30. Since the 1st of January 2019, what's the average number of volunteers per event? I've got sort of supplementary information, but it would give it away. So I'm not in a cluey sort of mood this morning. King of Eswatini has joined us. He calls me Mr. Vassos. Quite like King of Eswatini. And question 5, what percentage of Australian events are taking place this weekend? 10, 30, 40, or 50? What percentage of Australian events are taking place this weekend? 10, 30, 40, 50? Oh, I am in a bit of a cluey mood. It's the good one. It's the way you should ask a question when you want the answer to be. Because if, for example, here's the thing. If the answers were 50, 80, 90, 100, and the answer was 50, if it was 50, I'm not saying it's 50, but if it was 50, then that would be disappointing. Everyone would go, oh, just 50. And I thought, but if the questions, what percentage of Australia events are taking place this weekend? 10, 30, 40, 50, and the answer is 50, you go, 50, that's a great thing to celebrate. So that's why I would ask the question that way, if the answer was 50. If it is. Not saying it is, might be. Might be. What do you think it is, Mary?
I don't know.
Question 1. Parkrun returned in Russia this weekend. We're just doing them quickly. 1 to 5, quickly. Parkrun returned in Russia this weekend. Which of those four on your answer forms was one of the first 2 events which started there in 2014? Parkrun Gorky Park, Parkrun Rostov-on-Don, Parkrun Severny Tushino, Parkrun Volgograd, Panama. That was a Matthew in the background and a little Russ. We had a little Russ moment. Do we want to get in?
Well, my connection completely lost, and I wasn't sure if it was you or me, and I just lost everything for a minute.
Can everybody still hear us?
Am I here? Can you hear me?
I'm here. Can anyone just in the comments? Yes, we can still hear you.
You don't need me.
Next week will be 80 possible events in Australia. Good supplementary knowledge. Yes, Denise can hear us. Well, if Denise can hear us, then we're good. Frankly, then we're good. That's all we care about. Denise, that's all we care about. Thank you, Emma and Mohammed and Rosemary and Chrissy. Thank you. Right. How many times has a junior park runner finished with a time of 12? 12. 961, 691, 9661, 196. Are those ones? The normal, question 3. Okay, for those of you who've just joined us, you have to listen to the first bit of question 3. The normal intelligible range of a human voice is 180 meters. If you had a point-to-point 5K parkrun course, how many people would you need in order to pass a message from the start line to the finish line? Quite a good question, actually. 180, 360... 720. No, we do 360 is 2 times 10. You're already at 3,600, and then another 2. So that's 20. 22 is 4K ish. Oh, but the answers are 17, 27, 28, and 30. So they're quite well bunched. So you still have to continue doing some working after that. Question 4. Since 2019, what's the average number of volunteers per event? 12, 16, 24, 30. And what percentage of Australian events happened today? 10, 30, 40, or 50. Next week, according to Bruce, 80 potentially. But today, how many happened today? 10, 30, 40, or 50. Current affairs. We like current affairs. We like current affairs. Hello, Matthew. Recently woken up 14-year-old. I don't know why you shut the door. There's no one else in the house. Do you want to come and do the parkrun quiz with us? Sure. Look at that. Look how tiny he looks. Give it a hug. I'm a bit sweaty, yeah, but I did at least rinse myself.
With water.
And you and I are going for a run later.
Yeah.
And that's the good news. We'll run to school and back. I think that would be about right.
No, to school.
How many?
Because I'm going to netball.
I know you are, but that would just be like half a mile. But if we run to school and back, that would be a mile. We can run school, back, school, and then to straight to netball. Great.
No.
Current affairs, everyone. Current affairs that you don't need to know where Mary and I are running today, but we are. Good day, Matthew, says Nancy, who I suspect is in Australia. Have you been partying hard? Annette suggests you've been partying hard. Well, he did have his friends in the garden, which is just about allowed in tier 2, which is allowed in tier 2. Yesterday. Go on then, go and get your phone. Come on, play along. Well, you can sit here. There's a sofa. There's a flipping great sofa. Do you want to come in? Do you want to be in the shop? In the fish? There he is. There he is.
Stand up.
All right, just me then. Okay. Just guess part 1, or just put CCCBD. Right. How many parkrun courses contain the word winter within their name? It being winter. That's the current affairs bit of that question. It's winter. How many parkrun courses contain the word winter? Someone within their name. 1, 4, 11, 14. 6. Oh, 39. 39. What do we think of Matthew's hair? Matthew and Mary look very alike today. Well, because unlike Matthew, Mary has cut her own hair this week, haven't you, darling? Yeah. How many parkrun courses contain the word winter? Someone within their name. I'm quite little clue, minor clue. I'm slightly surprised by this. It was announced this week that Harrison Ford is to return was it? How did I miss this? Harrison Ford is to return as Indiana Jones. Love Harrison Ford. How many Harrison Fords do we have in the parkrun family? 6, 24, 37, 3, 4, 3. Emma thinks your hair looks great. So does Ian. That's nice, isn't it?
With round 1 answers.
Round 1 answers are, I think, from memory, I'll try and do it so you might not get it all right. I think CCCBD. That's interesting and exciting, the Harrison Ford question. Anyway, how many Harrison Fords do we have? 6, 24, 37, 3, 4, 3. Question 8. We're going to get on with it now. Question 8. How many parkrunners are there with the surname Frost? Oh, again, a winter thing. 246, 2465, 24652, 246522. How many parkrunners are there with the surname Frost? Where did Matthew get his hoodie? Asks Sean. It's a not TDF, that's Tour de France, a TGF thing. It's a YouTuber's thing. Childish hoodie. New one's coming out. It's purple, which he may or may not be getting for Christmas.
They already came out on the 6th.
They came out on the 6th, but no one's wearing them. No one's got sent them yet, have they?
Yeah, but
they've
already been sold out.
But they're sold out. They're sold out. Sorry. Sorry to your 14-year-old Sean. They're sold out. Yeah, I sort of wish I had some of Matthew's hair too, Lee, but I could nick some, couldn't I, when he's sleeping? Performers from London's West End. This is question 9. Have been surprising audiences right on their doorsteps. Have they? I missed this too. Which is the most westerly parkrun in the world? Very tenuous link to a story that I hadn't heard. But I like it. Well done, performers from London's West End, surprising audiences right on their doorsteps. Can you imagine opening your door to it's like what's it James Corden does? Crosswalk the musical. Doorstep the musical. Anyway, what's the most westerly parkrun in the world?
It's not that tenuous, is it? It's a West Side Story.
Oh, there you go. It's a West Side Story. It's a West Side Story, everyone. It's a West Side Story. Aspen, North Bay, Shawnigan Hills, or Whistler? I've always wondered this. Perhaps people in Australia could help me, and elsewhere. Do all maps show the UK? Like if you have a map in landscape, do all maps show the UK and Europe and Africa in the middle, and then Asia, and then Australia? But if you're in Australia, does Australia go in the middle, and then the UK is over there somewhere, and America's over there somewhere? In which case, the most westerly parkrun in the world would be different for you, would it not? Can anyone help me?
I think.
Yes, Hannah's basically asking the same question, just slightly better.
But I don't think it's about a map. I think it's about degrees of longitude.
So, according to Pascal, Australia, if you're in Australia, Australia's the middle of the map. Okay. Well, we're going to persevere with that question and what Russ said about longitude. Question 10. This week saw a special documentary begin focused on budget UK store Poundland. How many parkrunners have the surname Pound? 100, 164, 288, 444. How many pounds are there? How many pounds to the parkrun? 100 pennies to the pound. How many pounds to the parkrun family? 100, 164, 288, 444. What did you go for?
100.
It would be nice if it was around 100, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's not, but it should be. You get half a mark for 100. Yeah, yes, Eswatini. But isn't Eswatini in the middle of the map, frankly? Doesn't that work? Unless you started doing the north-south bit of the map as well. So in Australia, are you right in the center of the map? And then, no, that wouldn't work, surely, because you need the north and south pole to be at the top and the bottom. Are there any called quid? Yeah, quids count. So current affairs, most westerly with reference, Karen says, to the date line. Good. I hope everyone else understands that. It's the date line. I thought the date line was somewhere in the Pacific. Oh, yes, it would be. So the furthest away from where it begins, the furthest away from the first fireworks on New Year's Day. There you go. The last people to get, the last parkrun to get fireworks on the 1st of January. That's the question, basically. How many parkrun courses contain the word winter somewhere within their name? Question 6. Question 7. Harrison Ford's returning as Indiana Jones. How many Harrison Fords do we have in the family? Question 8. How many parkrunners with the surname Frost? Question 9. The West End Story one. What's the most westerly parkrun in the world? Question 10. How many pounds are there? How many pounds to the parkrun? And the true or false. Are we ready? Now, I know the world is round, not flat. I don't think I suggested it was flat, did I? I just suggested that if this is the world here, a map of the world, right? Would you put Australia, which we have there, would you put it here or would you put it there? But then I suppose, no, that wouldn't work. And then I said it wouldn't work. Then I said it wouldn't work. But we're just talking about on atlases. True or poo? Basically, yes. I'm talking a lot of one of those things. Question 11. More people aged 4 have completed 5K parkruns than people aged 90 or older. Have more 4-year-olds done a 5K parkrun than 90-year-olds? So more 4-year-olds have than 90-year-olds. True or false? Blimey, though. Blimey. Oh, thank you. I've got another necklace. Thank you. Sorry about me. Question 12. Over 10% of all parkrun times are by an unknown parkrunner. over 10%. True or false? I'm responsible for quite a lot of those. Question 13. There are more park runners registered as Chris than there are Christopher. Ooh, we could have a new question 13. We could have David and Dave's, Matthew and Matt's, Russell and Russ's, Mary and Mare's. There are more Chris's than Christophers. Is that right? The average Sam or Samuel's, Sam or Samantha's. The average 5K parkrun finish time in the UK in 2019 was 29:43. The average in South Africa is higher by over 10 minutes. Is that true or false? You all right? What's going on? You just want to sit on my lap?
Yeah.
Lovely. That's interesting. I'll tell you if it's interesting. Hang on, this is a bit of a clue. It is interesting. Very interesting. What a good question. Well noticed, whoever noticed that. And question 15. There are over 50 park runs in Greater London. Over 50 park runs in Greater London. What would I think? I would think instinctively that that's true. In fact, I met some kids at Fulham Palace once who were doing a little tour of all of them, and I seem to remember them in their mind. They were about 50. I don't know. It's probably quite close to 50. It is quite close to 50. But no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say the second bit. Right. True or false? More people aged 4 have completed parkruns than people in their 90s. Over 10% are unknown athletes of all parkrun finishing times. There are more parkrunners registered as Chris than Christopher. The average 5K in the UK, question 14, which I like, was 29 minutes. Are South Africa over 10 minutes slower on average? And well done to them. And there are over 50 park runs in Greater London. True or false? Right, let's get some marks. 7 from Erica. 10 from Rodney. 3, Dave. 3. I gave you 2. Anthony, PW. Well, actually, if 6 is your PW, you're doing all right, Anthony. 10 out of 15. 7 from Moray, Denise 7, Miranda 7, Kate. I've missed it. Kate, I saw that you put your thing and it all flicked up. Hang on, let's find Kate. I think she said it. I think it was 9. Going up to 9. Wow, where was Kate? Kate, Pomfret, 9. It was 9. Down to Mandy, 7, 9 from Richard. 8 today says, missed that. Go back up. When you start reading out a comment, you feel like you should continue. It says Claire. That was Claire. 9 from Red Hot Barry. Hello, Red Hot Barry. Only 7 from Gail. 6 again. Yeah. Oh no, Matthew, you should have got quite a lot because I gave you all of the 13 from Matthew. Admittedly, the 5 we're giving to him. Right. Let's go through the answers. Should we go backwards through the answers this week? Should we do that?
Yeah.
There are over 50 parkruns in Greater London. True or false? That was true. 56 are 5K events. And then there are 33 junior parkruns in London.
My paper.
Do you want to talk to everyone if you're talking?
Sorry.
Okay. The average 5K finishing time in the UK, question 14, was 29:43. South Africa were over 10 minutes on average slow. In fact, they were nearly 15. It was 42:06, the average finishing time in South Africa, which is, I think, ace. There are more parkrunners registered as Chris than Christopher. True. 39,000 Chris's, 16,000 Christophers, give or take. Over 10% of all parkrun finishing times are registered as unknown. Please stop doing that because it's going to break the computer, okay? Okay? So sit still, but don't push the computer off the book that it's on. You in one of those moods, are you? Oh, good. Roll on Saturday. No, 8% of all-time finishing times have been unknowns. And I'm responsible for like half of those. And more people aged 4 have completed 5K parkruns than people aged 90 or older. That's true. 38,000 4-year-olds have done a 5K, which is brilliant. and 2,000 non-Nigerians. Okay, going back through, question 10 was, this week saw the special documentary about Poundland. How many pounds are there? There are 164 pounds. Shawnigan Hills in presumably the USA is the most westerly park run. How many park runs are with the surname Frost? 2,500. There are 6 Harrison Fords in the parkrun family, and there is just one winter in any parkrun name anywhere in the world, and it's Winterton in South Africa. I think that's quite a hard question.
Shawnigan.
Finally, general knowledge. I like going backwards. What percentage of Australian events took place this weekend? I sort of told you it was 50%. Since 2019, the average number of volunteers is 16 at 15.9. 28, the shouty one. The shouty one was 28. How many times has a junior parkrunner finished with a time of 12:12? About 7,000, 6,961. And Severnaya Tushino was one of the first Russian parkruns. Welcome back, Russia, to actually running, jogging, or walking. Right. All that remains is for Mary to give us the benefit of her morning's labours. Well, half of her morning's labours. I think the tougher thing was waking up her brother. What have you got there? Can I have a look? Very itchy eye. Oh, no, that's your, yeah. It's your username for something. Can we leave it?
Username for my Google Classroom.
Okay, let's hope you don't need to use that again. Let's really hope you don't need to use that again. Right. Have we got a picture? Sort of a picture. Do you want to show people the picture? I have to.
And
Okay.
once a unicorn was on a tree. She was stuck. A rainbow appeared. She walked on the rainbow for a long time. Eventually,
She
saw a crystal. She got it. She was very, very happy. The end.
Yes. That is a lovely story. Wouldn't it be lovely if it was all unicorns and rainbows in all of our heads? I think we'd all be a lot happier if all of us could just talk about unicorns and rainbows. Yes, please. parkrun.me/DS6AP for a question. parkrun.me/DS6AP. Look, Erica said it's a lovely story. I don't think I did give the answers away for the first round, did I? Whoever said that? Oh yeah, but no one's allowed to go back. And, oh, did they? Did you all go back? Did you all go back and change it? Oh, damn. Thank you all very much, as always, for coming along and joining us on a Saturday morning. Yes, it's always lovely to check in with the Parkrun family. Thank you, Helen. And we'll be doing it again next week. And then it'll be Christmas. Well, let's do a Christmas special next week. We're going to do a Christmas cracker special. Ian, I'll do it. Don't worry. I will do it. I'll work it out and I will do it. I always say that and I forget, but I won't forget this week because I'm much less busy, I think. I hope. Fingers crossed. Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a lovely time. Russ, are you doing the thing or do I do the thing?
I can do the thing.
Can you do the thing? Bye.
Bye.